Welcome to Maui. We're here in Up Country Maui today at a wonderful organic farm known as OO Farm. Not only is James Macdonald the owner of this wonderful property where he produces all the produce for his 2 restaurants very successfully. Glad to meet
Chris,
you.
how you doing?
James.
I love your colors.
Isn't this great?
It is. Are you ready to take a tour of the farm?
That's why I'm here.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Man, it's so beautiful up here.
Aloha. I'm Chef James Macdonald. I'm the chef owner at EO Restaurant and Pacifico Restaurant, 2 beachside restaurants in Lahaina at 505 Front Street, located right on the beautiful Pacific Ocean. And I'd like to welcome you to what we lovingly call OO Farm here. And here we are on the slopes of Haleakala, in a little area known as Waipoli here in Maui, where our organic farm is located. And it sits on approximately 8 acres of land. And it's a relatively young property. It's about almost 5 years old now.
James Macdonald has a really great thing going on here. Organic farming directly linked to his 2 restaurants. How fresh is that?
The vision here was pretty much my partner, Louis Colombe. He was smart enough to buy this piece of land up here for the restaurants, and we created this vision of this organic property where we grew our own product, brought it down to the restaurant, and created this circle of continuity where everything else that's not usable comes right back up and goes into the ground. Now we come to what is our mainstay of our salad supply here. The baby arugula and the spinach make up a good portion of our production. We love that spicy, peppery arugula in a lot of dishes, and the spinach is awesome. It's delicious, so we're going to go ahead and get some of that in for our salad mix. Got some beautiful curly red leaf lettuce here.
This is the hippie way, growing organic produce, returning it all back through the cycle of life.
We're at about 3,000 feet, 2,800 actually, and the lettuces do really well up here, very robust, as are the herbs. We're just trying to be basically one with nature here. You know, we have to deal with the bugs and the slugs, but they don't eat too much now. It was a little bit of a battle in the beginning, trying to figure out what was going to work up here and what we actually had to do in order to get everything to coexist. And we've got some orchards and asparagus up here, tomatoes. We even have a little vineyard, which we hope to one day process our own wines. My background, I guess I'm a prodigy of Maui, actually. You know, I've always been cooking throughout my life. I started when I was 12, working as a dishwasher and a prep cook, but I didn't get serious until I moved to Maui.
Maui is such a beautiful island. Absolutely gorgeous. Just beautiful, lush jungle.
What we're trying to do here with our property is supply our restaurants, Pacifico and EO. But the rewards are when we see the product on the plate and the customers come in and they can taste that freshness coming right out of the ground. I mean, we pick it and we bring it down to the restaurant and it's on the plate that day, and it doesn't get any better than that. We're working with some of the people from the University of Hawaii, some of the professors there who are helping us understand which are the good bugs, which take care of the bad bugs. And we actually have a compost machine where we create our compost tea so that we can spray our plants down. And what we do is we create a cycle where we take the product and what's left over as far as the processing goes at the restaurants. We like to compost that and actually bring it back up here and return it into the ground and create that cycle all over. And here we have a good representation of what our salads are comprised of at the restaurants.
Far out, this place rocks.
Beautiful colors, you know, they look so good on the plates. We have our orchards up above that have the citrus. Now, there's a very, very spiritual feeling when you come up here and you plant these products here in the ground and you watch them grow, and you come up here and you pick them with your own hands, and then we take it down to the restaurants. And you have this variety of life that's growing here that you are a part of creating, and to take that and to turn it into this beautiful living dish that's where the passion is right there. Now I'm a farmer, not old McDonald. We'll call me young McDonald right now. And now comes the good part. We get to enjoy some of the fruits of our labor here. Nothing beats a very fresh salad straight out of the ground here. Some people believe in tearing the lettuce. I'm not a fan of that, as I find it tends to crush and bruise the leaves, and they've worked so hard to come here to this point, so I try to get nice clean cuts. We actually have approximately 25 different varieties of lettuces that we grow at any given time, different romaines, different oak leaves. Another thing that's really beautiful about having this product here at our disposal is it's so beautiful on its own that you really don't have to muss and fuss with it at all. A little bit of a passion tarragon dressing, which is passion fruit also known as lilikoi here in the islands. And we're just going to add just a slight drizzle. We don't want to mask the flavors of the gentle leaves themselves. We just want to flavor it up a little bit. And some beautiful feta cheese here, which just always seems to work well. Natural like this. And there you have it, the OO Farm salad. We love it. I mean, we have so many wonderful products to work with, not only from the farm, but from around the islands. The abundance of fresh fish. And what's beautiful about Hawaii is here we are, we're the farthest removed landmass anywhere in the world. So everything is extremely pure and clean. And coming up here, listening to the birds, feeling the breeze, picking the products, and bringing it down, and then sharing it with everyone from around the world. It's just, it's very rewarding.
Thanks, James. The Hawaiian Islands are truly a spectacular place. Crystal white beach sands and the aqua blue of the ocean. Wow, look at that. Hawaii really does have it all. It's got this fantastic culture, wonderful music, and the people are so outstanding. Now let's go visit with some surfing goats.
Yeah, I'm Thomas Kafsack, and I'm originally from Germany. I came to Maui about 20 years ago. Then we decided we want to build a bed and breakfast, and we thought it would be a good idea to have a little goat cheese production over here, because this cheese which you could buy in a supermarket wasn't exactly that cheese we were used to in Germany and in France. Meanwhile, we are producing over 30 different cheeses. About 80% of these cheeses are sold here in the islands. The rest goes to the mainland and internationally to Japan and China and Europe. The inspiration for that goat cheese has its source already in Germany. The last 10 years we lived on a tourist island in Germany too, called Sylt. And neighbors of us, they were running a very successful goat dairy, producing wonderful goat cheese, very nice and smooth. Right now we have a little bit more than 100 milking goats and around, no, exactly 96 kids, but there are more to come next month. I'm milking these goats about 10 months a year, so we have to divide them in 2 or 3 groups which are bred at different times so that we have milk all year long and can produce cheese all year long. Yeah, we are milking the goats twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. And we don't store any milk, so we are producing cheese every day. And that's the freshest cheese you can get in the islands here.
He's as wide as he is long.
And the name surfing goat, there are two reasons. One reason is we were friends with a lot of surfers, and that was one reason. The second reason is we wanted to say Maui in the name of our dairy without having Maui in that name. And what are you doing on Maui, and what is Maui famous for? That's surfing.
Hey, it seems like everybody loves to surf in Maui.
As you can see, these goats are surfing. They have surfboards here. The only thing is they surf only on land because goats hate water. And you see that goat which grabs John's attention. She's the boss in that group. Her name is Llama, and she loves him, as you can see.
These goats make some of the finest cheese I've ever sampled.
The milk comes from the milk stand through these stainless steel pipes into this pasteurizer. We had these pasteurizers a little bit modified because we wanted to use the hot water from our solar panels to heat up the milk. The start of the cheese making is inside the pasteurizers. To produce this very creamy chèvre takes about 22 hours overall. We have 2 different kinds of cheese molds here, these biscuit-shaped cheese molds and these heart-shaped cheese molds. And this one here is one of our best-selling cheeses called French Dream. And this cheese is made with Herbe de Provence from France. The soft cheese is a cheese which is either ripening in a saltwater brine for feta, or it's ripening in olive oil with herbs and spices. And in October, this cheese got a nearly unbelievable rating of 99 out of 100 points at that blind tasting in Albuquerque during the American Dairy Goat Association convention.
Something about being on a goat dairy farm brings you back to the simple things in life. These kids are so cute. Now, here's the boss of the place. So mahalo to the great Surfing Goat Dairy Farm. And there's another perfect day in paradise. visit us on the web at hippygourmet.com.
Hippy Gourmet, my favorite TV show.